Rocket League is dying. I know this may come as a bombshell, very unexpected, or no, actually pretty expected to be honest, but you heard me right. But at the same time, you can't really blame the game for going downhill. So what is it with Rocket League? Why as of recently has it been going down in population, down in players, and how can you fix such a steep downfall? Well, let's start with the problem. The problem with Rocket League is the complete repetition of the game. Now I know Rocket League, the main mode is literally just car soccer, and there are other modes you can play such as like private matches with your friends, hoops, rumble, drop shot, and I think there's one more, I forgot what it was. But the main mode in Rocket League is car soccer, meaning those extra modes don't get much population, and they've been around for so long now, and there has been no new mode to come out. And the same could be said for competitive play in Rocket League. Competitive play in Rocket League only consists of 1s, 2s, and 3s. So the competitive game modes have been the same exact thing ever since the start of Rocket League up until present Rocket League. Now, in my perspective, I only play ranked car soccer. I don't really enjoy any other game modes. Like, I remember when Heat Seeker first came out, that wasn't really like all that new game mode. And when NFL football came out in Rocket League, and I still didn't find that as attaching as the normal car soccer game mode. But what I do know is that many other players did. Since the start of Rocket League, Psyonix has yet to release a new extra mode or a new ranked mode for the community. And this lack of diversity has led so many players to leave the game and find other games to try and enjoy. Now, veering away from Psyonix themselves, we also have to look at ourselves and see how we, the community, are also ruining Rocket League. Smurfs have become a huge issue in the game. From flip resetting on plats to completely helping our friends get to the top, Smurfs in Rocket League have destroyed the game from inside out. There's many ways in which Smurfs have destroyed Rocket League, but the two most important ways is one, through absolutely destroying lower ranked players. When you're going up against a plat and you're actually GC but smurfing as a plat, I'm sure a plat would rather play a plat rather than playing a GC, because I'm 100% sure someone who's a plat would rather take their chances against a player who is a plat versus a player who's a GC down in their rank, you know? They wouldn't expect themselves to be going up against a player that's 4 ranks ahead of them and then get absolutely annihilated and stay stuck in that rank. And number two, through inflating the ranks. Now, I know many people may not believe this, but in my opinion, I think Smurfs are the reason for the rank inflations we see today. These Smurfs carry their friends all the way to ranks like Champ 2, Champ 3, GC1, and then realize, hey, this is as far as we can get. Gets hard stuck with a player that plays like a diamond. And what do you know? A player who's a real Grand Champ gets stuck playing with a player that's a Diamond 1, but in all actuality, he's playing in a Grand Champ lobby and is getting absolutely obliterated in a 1-on-2. So when you bring all these things together, it's not all Psyonix's fault for the downfall of Rocket League. Because in all actuality, we, the players, have destroyed the game from the inside. New players aren't willing to join because of the unbelievable Smurfs that are destroying them in lower lobbies. And old players are leaving because they're sick of playing the same game modes all the time. Now, of course, to every problem, there is a solution, or to most problems at least. As for Rocket League's side, they should think about adding new game modes to the game. Now, as for Rocket League's part, there are plenty of solutions they can come up with. And there's one in particular, or a couple actually, that I found very interesting that I read the other day. And one of these things that I read was, instead of trying to figure new things out, why don't they just add different playlists to the game? For example, you can keep the standard soccer game, but make a best of 5 or best of 7 ranked playlist. Now, I would definitely play something like that. That would be an insane type of game mode. Now, don't get me wrong, it would be very long, but I'm sure many players that play Rocket League play games like Valorant and Call of Duty, which are pretty long game modes too, so I'm sure they'd be willing to play that long of a game. But I thought that was a very unique idea, and that's something I wish people would see more and more right now. And another thing is like adding better bots like Nexto to maybe like your season modes and making it a little more competitive for many players. I think the bots right now, the all-star ones, are as good as a bronze 3 maybe. Now, one more thing I think Rocket League could add is a competitive volleyball mode. Now, I know this mode's available in Baka's mod, and I've played it before, and I thought it was extremely fun. It doesn't even have to be added to ranked. It could be added to the extra modes, which are still considered ranked, just not as, you know, important, but would still be a very fun addition to the game. And this time, maybe keeping it permanent instead of taking it away every maybe week or 2 weeks. It's pretty dumb. I don't understand why Rocket League does that, how they have these limited time events. Because to be honest, the new game modes that come out are actually doing better than the game modes that we have now. So I don't understand that. But adding something new like this would be very beneficial to our game. Now, as for the smurfing aspect of Rocket League, I don't really know what a solution to that would be. Because what I do know is that if you want to make another account Rocket League, all you need is a different Gmail or a different email to log in with. So I wouldn't know how Rocket League would manage that. And I don't even know if they would really try to manage it, because I know, or I'm pretty sure at least, that they don't even know how they could manage such a problem like that. Now, even though I know that smurfing is killing new players right now, and even our older players that are in lower ranks, I don't really see a realistic solution Psyonix could take to stop these smurfs from joining the game. And that's where the problem comes in. That's where it really just relies on the community's trust. Now, even though we were able to identify 2 main problems in the game, we were only really able to offer one real solution, and the other solution is really up into Psyonix's hands and how they want to handle it. And I'm sure they'll end up figuring something out at least, but I don't think they're really hopeful about it, you know? So don't get your hopes up about the Smurfs, because we gonna keep seeing them forever and ever and ever. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. It's me, and I'm out.